Keeping your drive organized can be really helpful in saving you a lot of time trying to find things, trying to get to things. Um, and so maybe it doesn't sound fun, but if it can save you some time that you can use that saved time to do something fun, um, why wouldn't you want to do that, right? Okay, so first off, this is what my Google Drive looks like, and I know it's a little bit crazy. Um, but I want to start with to create folders. If you want to organize things, you would just go to New and create a folder. If you wanted to upload a folder or a file, this is where you would come. So you would upload a file here, you would upload a folder here. So if you took pictures on from a computer and you needed to get them onto Drive, that's how you would do that. And then also if you want to create a doc, a sheet, a slide, all those different, here's all these other things that you can also create through Google Drive. So you don't have to go to the specific app page and you can just do everything from Drive, which is what I recommend. Okay, so I have a bunch of folders and you can change the color of them, right? Because as they just get to be gray and then you have to read everything. And yes, I am an English teacher and I love reading, but reading takes the brain a little bit of time. And so when I'm trying to be efficient with my time, the less I have to read, the faster it will go. And so a great way to help you is to change the color of your folders, right? So things can kind of stay out. So to do that, you would just click on the folder. You're going to right click, and then you would go to change color. And these are the colors that you can choose from. And so you can just simply change the color, and that kind of helps. I do have them kind of color coded that I've been using over the years. So if it helps you, maybe you decide your classes are kind of certain colors over the years, right? So English is red or however you want to do it. And then also, if you want it in a certain order, I'm type A, right? Little OCD about it. So I would probably do it in the order in which I have my classes, which is actually what I have here. So my first period is an English 9 honors class. And then I have, after that class, I have nine regular and then also 11th grade. So that's why they're in that order, is because that's kind of the order in which I see them throughout my day. And to do that, you can force the order by giving it a number here. And so to do that, you would again just click on the folder, right click, and you're going to go to rename. And then you would just name it that number that you want and put them in the order that you want. So that will force their order there. And you can add a little emoji or a little icon here. I have found that if you put it in the front, even if it's after the number, it'll change the order of things a bit, excuse me. And so if you're going to do it, I would recommend putting it at the end. And if icons help you, go for that. And you could actually, if you are much better about icons, you could even just do the icon instead of all of the words, if that works. Okay, so probably your best bet, because Google Classroom will create a folder for you. So if you want to just use that folder, but you don't want to always have to click into Google Classroom, you can put a folder or a file, anything in Drive, in multiple places. And it's not making a copy of it. So it's not like you have to change both copies. You're just putting it in like access to the same file in different places, if that makes sense. So to do that, you're going to just, again, click on the file or folder that you want. You're going to click Shift and Z together. Like, you don't have to do it exactly at the same time, but they both need to be pressed. And then it'll allow you to choose where you want it to go. So if I just want it to be on my Drive, I'm going to just hit Add. And when I go back to my Drive, there's that folder. And it's still in my Google Classroom. So I haven't taken it out of Classroom folder. I've just put another place of where to access. So that's an option too, if you want to just have your, instead of creating folders for each of your classes, if you just want to use the Google Classroom folder that was created for you through Google Classroom, you can certainly do that. And then if you see here, when I deleted it, it removes the folder, but it still should be in my classroom folder. Oh no. Okay. So that is kind of just the basics on organizing your files. If you want to, I want to show you just how to search for something a little bit more detailed, because I don't know about you, but sometimes I forget the name of something, and my Google Drive is infinite in the amount of things. So anytime I search for something, it will pop up with even people that aren't, that I don't own the file of. So if I just search for presentations, right? I forgot what it was, but I want to look for a Google slide that I've made or a presentation that I've made, and I go to search. This is, whew, right? There's so many here, and not all of them are mine. Like, other people have made them. And so I can go back to my search by clicking this drop down arrow, and I can start to narrow my search. I only want to look for stuff that I've made. I only want to look for stuff that I've made in the last 30 days. I can even say, like, I don't remember exactly what I called it, but I know the word Google Classroom was in it. And then I can also start to search there and start to narrow the search down for things that I'm looking for. You can even say, like, it wasn't owned by me. I want to search for something. You can say it was owned by a specific person. And so I believe I saw several things by Miss Shorey. And so I can search for that as well. And so if you know, like, oh, I'm looking for a presentation for my English class, and Mr. Gittner is my English teacher, then you can search that way. Okay, so that's just a quick basis of Google Drive and organizing your Google Drive.